Hi everyone. So first we will discuss the topics which are already completed in the previous sessions. So first is module 3 and module 4. Module 3 is network analysis, module 4 is replacement theory. Alright, so these are the two modules which are already completed. Now we will go ahead for module 1. Alright, so module 1 is nothing but it discusses something the problems faced by the manufacturing unit. Okay, so for a manufacturing unit, if you have to see, the total available resources itself is one of the constraints for an organization, for a manufacturing unit. So total available resources can be raw materials, total available raw materials, and second is the total available labors. So these are the resources for a manufacturing unit, and these are also the constraints for an organization. Why? Because a larger organization will be having all these resources in large in number, while a smaller organization will be having small all these resources small in numbers. Okay, so this is one of the constraints for an organization. Now, with this constraint, manufacturing unit has to decide the total number of products that they can manufacture. All right, so that is one of the discussion here. So, how many products can be manufactured with the available resources? Available resources are the total available raw materials, or the number of labors, or the total hours remaining for completing the project, so on and so forth. All right, so we'll just consider one simple example and we'll try to see that. Okay, so what is given in this problem is, we'll just go line by line. A firm is engaged in producing two products, A and B. Okay, so they are manufacturing two products, that is A and B. Next, each unit of product A requires 2 kgs of raw material. That means one product A requires 2 kgs of raw material. Okay, and similarly 4 hours of labor hours. All right, so 4 hours of labor is required to manufacture one product A. All right, or one unit of product A, correct? So this is the first part of the question. Now second part, product B requires 3 kgs of raw material and 3 hours of labor. All right, so these are the information given for product B. That means product B requires, one product B requires, let us consider product B as a mobile phone. All right, so mobile phone requires 3 kgs of a certain raw material and 3 hours of labor. Okay, so this is the second part of the problem. Now next, the total available raw material for the manufacturing firm is 60 kgs. Okay, so total available raw material for a mobile manufacturing company can be fiber. Okay, or it can be any type of uh, plastic components, or it can be chips, whatever is available in the mobile phones. Okay, so that we can consider. So what they are telling is the total available raw material is 60 kgs. Okay, so can you see, this is the constraint here. It is the constraint because only 60 kgs of raw material is available with this company or this manufacturing unit. Second constraint, if you have to see, 96 labor hours it is available. Okay, all right, so these are the two different constraints under which the firm is working. Now we have to see the last part of the question. What they say is, if I sell one product A, okay, one unit of product A, 40 rupees of profit I can get. Okay, and similarly if I sell product B, I can get 35 rupees of profit. Okay, now how can I maximize the profit? That is the question. Okay, so we are supposed to formulate this problem as linear program problem. Okay, so we'll see how to formulate the problem. Now what is linear program problem? Linear program problem is nothing but we are trying to convert this problem, whatever is given, whichever it is in the form of statement. This problem is in the form of statement. We will try to convert this into mathematical equations. That is nothing but LPP. Okay, so this is called as linear program problem. All right, next we will go to the solutions. The solution is, now it is given that one unit of product A requires 2 kgs of raw material. All right, so in the question itself it is given that one product A requires 2 kgs of raw material. Now what we will do is, we will assume that x1 units of product A will be manufactured by the firm. We do not know how many number of product A is being manufactured. So we will assume that it is x1. Okay, we have to determine that next. Okay, next. Therefore, x1 unit of product A requires 2x1 raw material, isn't it? So 1 unit requires 2 kgs. That is the reason 2 x1 units of product A requires 2x1 kgs of raw material. All right, 2x1 kgs of raw material, 2x1 kgs of raw material. All right. Now similarly, if you have to see, it is given that one product A requires 4 labor hours. Okay, therefore x1 unit of product A requires 4x1 labor hours. Correct? Is it right? So this is basically the information given about product A. All right. Now it is given that one product B requires 3 kgs of raw material. All right. Now we will assume we do not know what is the total number of product B manufactured by the company. So we will assume that it is x2. Okay, we will assume that x2 number of product B is manufactured. Okay, so therefore x2 number of product B requires 3x2 kgs of raw material, isn't it? And similarly 3x2 hours of labors is required. Okay, so that is general knowledge, is it right? If one product B requires 3 kgs, then x2 number of product B would require 3x2 kgs of raw material. Let us assume that x2 is equal to 10 product B's, then okay, then total raw material, then the total raw material required would be equal to 3 into 10, which is equal to 30 kgs, is it right? So that is nothing but, that is the meaning of this particular statement. All right, so that is the meaning of this particular statement. All right, we'll go ahead now. Next, in the question itself, it is given that, okay, it is given that in the question that the total available raw material is 60 kgs. Total available raw material is 60 kgs. Okay, now we have determined that 2x1 kgs of raw material is required for product A, 3x2 kgs raw material required for product B, isn't it? And 2x1 kgs of raw material, 2x1 kgs of raw material required for product A, isn't it? So with this two we have already determined previously, so the same thing is being written here. So that is the reason we can write this equation, 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60 kgs, is it right? So this is for product A, okay, and this is for product B, and this is available resource, raw material, correct? Is it right? So 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60 kgs. So this is the first equation. Now we can also write this as this particular thing. Now what it says is this can be less than or equal to 60 kgs. Why it is so? Because the firm can use the complete 60 kgs, the available 60 kgs, or it can be less than that, isn't it? So the firm can use either 60 kgs or less than that, but it cannot use more than 60 kgs of raw material. So that is the equation. That is why we can write this equation, isn't it? Alright, so similarly if I have to see, this is the complete information for product B. This is the explanation I have written. You can just go through this. Similar equation can be written for product B as 4x1 plus 3x2 smaller than or equal to 96 hours. Alright, so the complete explanation is here. If you have not understood this, you can go through this particular explanation. Okay, so this is equation 2. Alright, now going ahead. Now any organization, any manufacturing unit you consider, if you consider the mobile manufacturing units, the total number of mobiles being manufactured is either zero, either they do not manufacture mobiles or they will manufacture some number of mobile, isn't it? So that is the reason What they have told here is nothing but it is understood that the number of product A or product B manufactured is either 0 or more than 0. Alright, so it cannot be less than 0. So that is the reason we can write x1 comma x2 as greater than or equal to 0. This is called as greater than or equal to 0. Okay, or equal to 0. Alright, so that is the reason this particular third equation we can write. Okay, so this is called as third equation. Alright, now next linear program problem. As I told, whatever manufacturing unit the problem the manufacturing unit faced, so that we are going to convert it into the equations. That is the thing, but it is called as linear program problem. Alright, so we are going to write this as a equation: 2x1 plus 3x2 smaller than or equal to 60 kgs, 4x1 plus 3x2 smaller than or equal to 96 hours, and lastly we can say that x1 comma x2 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is LPP. Alright, so this is the solution for the problem.